What if I told you that one of the biggest financial mistakes that people make doesn't start with a bad investment? It doesn't start with losing a job, and it doesn't start with buying something expensive. Oftentimes, it starts with just $100. $100 doesn't seem like a lot. Most people can lose it and move on with their lives without much damage. But when that $100 mistake becomes a habit, it can turn into a tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars loss over the course of the lifespan. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how it happens in real life, in business, in your personal finances. And by the end of the video, you might not look the same way on the small purchases or small losses ever again. Let's say you run a service business. You slightly underprice your work just to stay competitive. Let's say $5 cheaper than you should be. No big deal. You stay busy, you close deals, you ran 100 jobs. And in the meantime, that 100 jobs is $500 loss. Scale that over a year or two, that's $50,000 lost. And you don't notice it because you're busy. It just feels somewhere deep down like, I'm working, I'm staying busy, but I'm not really going ahead. Well, that's your $100 trap. Now let's bring it closer to home. Let's say you skip investing $100 a month. Again, it doesn't feel like a big deal. That's a dinner, a subscription, a small purchase. But invest that at an average return of 8%. Over 25 years, that's over $95,000. That's the difference between retiring earlier or having to work extra couple of years. Or just having simply the peace of mind of having an extra $100,000 in your account. And again, you notice the pattern? There's no dramatic moment. Every time it doesn't feel like a big deal. It's just a small, repeated, bad habit. Here's another one that hits businesses hard. Let's say you skipped $100 compliance filing. Maybe it was a permit, a renewal, a license. No big deal, I'll deal with it later. Then comes penalties, interest, back fees, possible contract loss. So suddenly, you're looking at $5,000, $25,000, maybe $100,000 in damage. And it all started with something that cost less than a nice dinner. The problem is not money. It's the psychology of how we think. The real lesson is much bigger in this video. Every dollar has two jobs. One is what it brings or buys today. The second job is what it can become tomorrow. And usually people only look at the first job. We completely ignore the compounding when it works against us. We act fast when something is urgent, but we tend to ignore the small losses over time. The smartest people don't just look at the cost. They ask, if I ignore this for 5 years, what will happen? This question alone can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars, because every small decision is either compounding for you or compounding against you. When it comes to money, there is no neutral. Here is how you protect yourself. Fix the small financial leaks immediately. Make a list. I have inactive subscriptions, I impulsively order on Amazon, whatever it is, and clean that up immediately. Automate compliances. Set reminders. Consistently review pricing and margins. Know where your money is going. That's important. Invest consistently, even if it is a small amount. And most importantly, respect the small numbers. Small numbers don't stay small forever. So now you know, a $100 mistake is never about $100. It is about what it becomes over time. And once you see it, you will never ignore the small mistakes again. Or I hope you won't anyway. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.